The gloves are off this season, and war is coming to Fifth Avenue. The new trailer for the Gilded Age Season 3 drops more than just lavish gowns and grand staircases. It drops secrets, power moves, and a storm of conflict that promises to shake high society like never before. Behind every fake smile in this trailer is a brewing war. And it's clear, this season, everyone is playing for keeps, right from the start. The trailer shows us a city that's changing fast and not everyone is ready for it. We see Bertha Russell standing tall, more determined than ever to claim her place at the top of society. With cold eyes and perfect posture, she declares in a single line, "No one tells me I don't belong." That one sentence sets the tone. Bertha is no longer asking for acceptances, demanding it. And she's clearly not alone in her fight. New characters are introduced in a flash, fresh faces in rich clothes with ambitious eyes, suggesting new players have entered the game. Meanwhile, Marian Brook seems to have found her voice. She no longer stands silently in the shadows of her wealthy aunt, Agnes. Instead, we see her challenging traditions and perhaps even love itself. One scene shows her dancing freely at a grand ball, smiling, bold, and unbothered by whispering eyes. Could she finally be stepping away from society's chains? The trailer also shows Peggy Scott standing on a New York street with her notebook in hand, confronting a stern editor. Her voice shakes as she speaks, but not from fear. It's conviction. Peggy wants change not just for herself but for others like her, and she's ready to fight for it. Her storyline promises to go beyond personal growth into something bigger, possibly political. And then comes the drama we didn't see coming. George Russell, usually the calm businessman, is shown slamming his hand on a table during a meeting. Tensions at work are high. "You're risking everything," a voice warns him. Could the Russell empire be in danger this season? Could George's cool, collected mask finally crack? But that's not all. The trailer hints at betrayal and broken friendships. Snippets of side glances, letters being hidden, hushed conversations in candlelight, they all suggest secrets will spill. One mysterious scene even shows a carriage arriving in the dark. A veiled woman stepping out. Who is she? What does her arrival mean? The music swells. The lights glow. And just when you think you've seen it, all, the trailer ends with Agnes Van Ryn looking down her nose, declaring, "The rules exist for a reason. Without them, we are nothing." But maybe that's the point. Season 3 looks like it's all about breaking rules. Everything about the trailer screams high drama, hidden agendas, and dangerous ambition. This isn't just about money anymore. It's about pride. It's about legacy. And from what we've seen, no one is safe. Not even those at the top. Episode 1 opens not with a party or a ball but with tension. The grand houses of Fifth Avenue are still shining, but something feels colder this time. The air is heavy. From the very first frame, we see Agnes Van Ryn staring out of her window, watching carriages pass by. She says nothing, but her expression says everything. She sees the world changing, and she doesn't like it. A letter sits unopened on her desk. Its seal is broken later in the episode, and it may change everything for her and her family. Meanwhile, across the street, the Russell household is full of activity. Bertha is already making moves. She's planning a grand event, bigger than any ball New York has ever seen. But her staff whispers, there's a problem. A powerful name refuses to attend. Bertha brushes it off with a smile, but her eyes show a flicker of worry. Her rise in society is not complete and she knows it. Still, she presses forward with all the charm and cold fire that made her unforgettable last season in another part of town. Peggy Scott walks into a publishing office. This time, she's not looking for permission, she's demanding it. She hands over a draft, bold and unfiltered, about injustice in the city. Her editor hesitates. "It's too strong," he says. Peggy stands tall. "That's the point," she replies. It's clear her storyline will dive deep into her role, not just as a writer, but as a voice for change. Her character has grown stronger, and the world around her is finally beginning to notice. Marian Brook, on the other hand, is caught between two worlds. She is seen teaching art at a small academy, something Agnes deeply disapproves of. In one tense scene, Marian returns home with paint on her hands. Agnes raises an eyebrow and simply says, "Do try to remember who you are, dear." Marian doesn't respond, but she doesn't apologize, either. That silence speaks louder than any argument. Marian is quietly stepping out of her old Roland, maybe even stepping into a rebellion of her own. And then there's George Russell. we see him at a private meeting with other powerful men, discussing a risky new railway investment. George usually plays it smart, but this time, he seems ready to gamble. Sometimes power means walking into fire, he says. But who will get burned? The final minutes of the episode pull all the tension tighter. Invitations are being written, names are being whispered, and alliances are shifting. The camera lingers on an unopened letter with a foreign seal. Is it from Europe? A new character, perhaps. And just before the screen fades, we see a woman standing alone at a train station. Her face hidden under a wide-brimmed hat. Who is she? Why is she coming now, and what does she know? Episode 1 doesn't just welcome us back into the Gilded Age, quietly dares us to watch every move, listen closely, and trust no one. The glamour is still there, but beneath the pearls and polished manners, war is waiting. Let's start with one of the trailer's fastest moments, a 2-second shot of a sealed envelope falling from a silver tray. It's easy to miss, but when paused, the seal carries a crest that isn't American, it's European. Why would a European family be sending a message to Bertha Russell? This clue may point to a new rival or, perhaps, a powerful ally from overseas. Either way, the old world might just be entering New York's high society battlefield. In another frame, a blurred figure in the background of a ballroom is seen slipping something into another guest's purse. It's almost invisible unless you're watching frame by frame. Is it blackmail, a letter, or maybe even something more dangerous? This moment hints that someone at these events isn't there to dance, they're there to destroy. There's also a strange painting that appears in the Russell mansion. You only see it once, behind George as he speaks to investors. But the painting depicts a storm at sea, a ship in distress. Considering George is taking risky steps in the railroad business, could this be symbolic? In the Gilded Age, nothing is just decoration. That painting may be a visual warning of disaster ahead for the Russells. Now let's talk about Agnes, while she delivers one of the most powerful lines in the trailer without rules. We are nothing, what really matters is what's behind her. On a nearby table rests a small silver frame. Inside is the face of a young man unfamiliar, never shown before. Could this be a hidden piece of her past? A lost love, a son? This small object, quietly placed, might be the emotional bombshell Season 3 has been keeping secret. There's also a moment that shows Peggy Scott receiving a package. It's plain, wrapped in brown paper but stamped with a return address from Philadelphia. That's where her family is. Last season left that relationship in a storm of heartbreak. If she's getting messages now, something has changed. Maybe a new chance to heal old wounds or a fresh wound about to be opened. The trailer's lighting also tells a story. Most of Bertha's scenes are lit with golden, warm light, but in one conversation with another socialite, the room is covered in cold blue tones. This contrast hints at betrayal or a sudden turn in a powerful friendship. Could someone close to Bertha be planning to dethrone her? Finally, one of the most haunting moments, barely 1 second long, shows a darkened hallway lit only by candlelight. A woman's shadow moves quickly past. No face, no words, just a presence. This could be symbolic, or it could be the arrival of a mystery guest who hasn't been revealed yet, a figure from someone's past, a secret threat. Each of these moments hides in plain sight, but they say so much. The Gilded Age Season 3 trailer isn't just a preview, it's a puzzle. And with every clue we've uncovered, it's clear. This season will be darker, sharper, and far more dangerous than any before. Because in a world built on appearances, the real game is played in the shadows. Let's begin with Bertha Russell. Many fans believe this is the season she stops playing by society's rules entirely. After 2 seasons of begging, proving, and pushing her way in, Bertha may be ready to rewrite the rules altogether. One popular theory suggests Bertha will use foreign influence, possibly European royalty, to gain an advantage over her rivals in America. That mysterious foreign letter we saw, it might be her golden ticket to force the old money families to accept her, or watch their own power crumble. Then there's Marian Brook. Viewers have long speculated that she's headed toward a forbidden romance, perhaps with someone far outside her social circle. Maybe even someone who could cost her everything. The trailer shows Marian dancing with a man whose face we never fully see. Could this be a servant? A writer? Someone from her art academy? One fan theory even suggests that Marian could secretly marry this mystery man, choosing love over status and throwing her entire family into scandal. Agnes Van Ryn is another puzzle. While she appears as rigid and unmovable as ever, some sharp-eyed viewers noticed something strange. Her health,